Hello, I'm Solaj Alfred. Welcome to the HCS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The Philip J. Pierre-led administration has announced the resumption of works on the St. Jude Hospital, expected to begin in November. The administration has decided to focus on the completion of the original structures and not the 2019 plant undertaken by the Alain Chastanet-led administration. This decision is generating loud and passionate debate. So we ask, is the decision to proceed with the former St. Jude structure the best option at this time? We tallied the numbers on our voting platforms, and here is how you voted. 50% said yes, and 50% said no. We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
Well, Desmond, the way I see it is every prime minister, every government, they're looking for glory for themselves. So yes, very costly mistakes have been made in the past. Can we afford a new $100 million hospital now? That's a matter of great debate.
So you prefer the original site where the fire was gutted?
The original St. Jude, built by the Americans somewhere in the late 50s, early 60s, was a hospital that it would be very difficult to replicate. The pillars, they were at least 16 by 16. So if they can go back to that site, continue on there, then we would have a structure, physical structure, that will last for a very long time.
Well, I think that the better option is to continue, because in the first place, that's what they should have done. Build and continue the old St. Jude and add to it gradually, because it's costing the country so much money and nothing is pulling through.
Yes, I think at this time it's a pretty good idea, because I've been to the stadium, I see the condition that it is in. I think our medical staff, our patients need to get out of there as soon as possible. This is not safe. Something has to be done within the soonest possible time. And that new structure that the last government built, I mean, this is so far away from completion, you know. So I think we need to move back to the original structure.
Well, the better option right now for me is the old St. Jude, because it has been completed for like 80%, like they said, and most of it was being destroyed just to put the new one there. And I think it has a more complete part of it, so that we'll spend less. The state will spend less money in completing the old St. Jude's. And that was the place to go forward for a long time.
Why do we keep throwing good money behind bad money? The good one is already there. What's wrong with it? Why it's not working? Why we have to resort to the older one? For it to take another 5 years?
Well, better option is they should have continued with the old one. It cost the country less money to go with the old one.
Now, I am not qualified to do research and to come up with anything, because I'm not a builder, I'm not an engineer, I do not know anything about that. So all I have to do is to trust the qualified people, and that they are doing a good job. That is all I can do. But for me to say I agree or disagree, I don't think I'm in a position, and I think most of us who are making noise about that are in no position for us to agree or disagree on that.
Well, I believe that we should continue with the old St. Jude at this present moment, because of on what I've heard and what I've seen on the structure, the other structure there that is erected there by the last government. I believe that will take us a lot of money to finish. But I believe if we continue with the old hospital, it will take us less money to complete, and it will complete a lot faster than the other hospital the previous government did there.
Well, I truly believe whichever structure is closer to being completed, that is what that should be used. That is, it would be cheaper for the country, for sure, and it would be faster.
Ça m'a quoi c'est fini ça qui te halava. Il kay cause payer less l'argent et tout le monde kay un bénéfice.
Ça qui est plus important pour moi, ouais, pour faire c'est fini vieux Saint Jude là. Ici ka coûté c'est ici moins l'argent parce que pour finir Goa avec là fini ka prend plus l'argent. So il est pour Saint Jude fini because nous a dans en qualité situation là Saint Jude pas même ni rien, même savon, rien. So il est pour Saint Jude fini. Souple, fini Saint Jude bano.
Thanks for those responses. Now to our new discussion. The perceived increase in reckless driving incidents along St. Lucia's roads continues to generate calls for something urgent to be done to address the reckless and dangerous driving. Last week, 3 people were killed and a dozen others injured in a collision along the Bexor Road. Commentators and callers to the various talk shows have been making a case for the sustained crackdown by the police on reckless driving. So we ask, do you think a sustained crackdown on reckless driving by the police will enhance safety on our roads? Voting is easy. Just log on to htstlucia.org and vote. Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.